Good morning, good people. Try to sit back like this. Today is Thursday. The ground is kind of cold on my feet. Today is Thursday, the 27th of November. It is Thanksgiving. Hoorah, hooray, huzzah, huzzah. Bunk, bunk, bunk on the table. And here we is, let's see, and Matticus von Atticus has entered the room. It will never be the same. Oops, dang it, dang it. That's a problem. That is a problem. Sort of like that Willie Nelson song about how bad things are in the morning. Spilled all the coffee. Open the door on my knee. Okay, etc. Okay, anyway, here we is, Thanksgiving. We made it. We made it, people. Yes. So, what are we going to do about it? Right, let's find out. Well, we are here as part of our moving forward, building better habits. Building better habits. That could be the new Des Moines 2023. Building better habits. Building better habits. That's what we are called to do. Build better habits. A subroutine to create better unconscious behavior. Cool. All right, well, this is Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help our students and other people on their journey through this life. We do it in 4 dimensions: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. The weekends are the spiritual part, the G school. Today, through the week, it is focusing on physical, mental, and emotional. You have to be strong on all of those. You have to be good on all of those, like a 4-legged table. Whichever one is the weakest, you need to shore it up. And if we, let's think about that. If we went around just making making the weakest leg of the table stronger, shoring it up, making it stronger as we're adding more things to the table. Because a weak leg, if you add more weight to it, it is eventually going to give. It's going to do the opposite of what you really want to happen. Okay, so what's our theme of today? Happy Thanksgiving. That's a pretty good theme. Happy Thanksgiving. So physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, 4 strong legs of the table. Let's look at our worksheet for today's class. And advice from an 80-year-old is, dang it. Advice from an 80-year-old is, have a grateful heart and be quick to acknowledge those who helped you. Have a quick heart, have a grateful heart, and be quick to acknowledge those who helped you. Right. Hey, Jeannie. Good morning. Good morning, Jeannie. How are you feeling? What not a bevy. Good morning. How are you feeling? How are things in Fort Jacks? Jeannie, where are you today? Are you celebrating solemnly with your family? Are you going to get out and have some place to have a little bit of fun to prepare for all of the other stuff you have to do? The passing of Carl Newberry. Good old guy, good old coot. How is the weather in Jacksonville, Florida today? All right. So, Seth Godin, what does he have to say? Gratitude and empathy. Empathy is difficult. I'm not you. I can't imagine the path you traveled, the stories you tell yourself, and the pressures you're under. But real gratitude requires empathy. Everyone is under the circumstances. Everyone does the best they think they can with the options they think they have. All of us know what something is worth to us, but we often don't think much about how much it costs. All of us know what something is worth to us, but we often don't think much about how much it costs. Once we understand this, it's easier to embrace the kindness and opportunities that people offer us. P.S. Here's my favorite Thanksgiving Day post. It's every day, if we let it, sending good vibes and hugs to you and your family. Let's see, a modern Thanksgiving. This goes back to 2010, Seth Godin, 2010. Wherever you are, you could celebrate Thanksgiving today. Not the Thanksgiving of a bountiful harvest before the long winter, the holiday of pilgrims and pie. That's a holiday of scarcity averted. I'm imagining something else. A modern Thanksgiving would celebrate two things: the people in our lives who gave us the support and love we need to make a difference, and the opportunity to build something bigger than ourselves, something worth contributing, the ability to make connections, to lend a hand, to invent and create. There are more of both now than ever before. For me, for you, for about all of us, just about all of us. Thanks for joining me every day. Thanks for your support, but most of all, by a long shot, thanks for doing the work that matters. Cool. All right. Very good. Let's see. Jeannie, I'm at work in Tonopah until 7. So can only half listen at the moment. Not sure where my emotions will take me today as we lost Carl only 2 weeks ago today. Right. May he rest in peace. Good old guy. Beautiful, a little warm, and very humid, and a little overcast. So my suggestion, what not a bevy, is reach out to Edward Blue House. Reach out to the Blue House. See what he's doing. Okay, back to our worksheet. Today is day 4. Day 4 in week 4. Now focusing deep on Ignatius of Loyola. From the perspective of the Jesuits. Now, that reminds me, I am happy to announce that my volume 1 of the 3-volume set, volume 1 of What Did Jesus Actually Say, is available in an ebook fashion for $3.17. And I'm sure some people are saying, that cheap SOB, why doesn't he give us a copy for free? Well, I don't really have the ability to give you a copy of the ebook that's available on Lulu right now. Soon, hopefully, it will be available on Amazon. But Carl will be buried sometime after the holidays in Kingman. Keep you posted. Good. I will do my best to be there. So why don't you give it to us free? $3.17, you cheap SOB. Well, the thing is, it's an ebook and it's almost 400 pages. It doesn't really work to send it as a PDF. It's so So much better as an ebook. And I don't know how to do ebooks without a publisher like the one I use, the printing house, I guess I should say. So I can't, and it's so much better. It's worth $3.17. Very happy about that. This is for the nuns. Why they left and how to get you back. How to help you find your way back. Right. A worthy thing, because there are about 95 million people who profess to be nuns. And then there's probably another 45 million people, maybe more, who they don't profess to be nuns, but they don't participate in going to church. And they'll say, I'm Lutheran. How often do you go to church? Seldom or never, but I'm still Lutheran. Okay, so that's a problem. All right. Okay, we'll talk more about that in the days that come forth. They left. Okay, so let's see what else we have on our worksheet. Okay, Darren Hardy talking about gratitude, the gratitude you don't want to feel. What's the gratitude you don't want to feel. The gratitude you don't want to feel is that SOB, he really screwed up my life. He did this, he did that. But then you have to admit, yeah, but if that didn't happen, then this wouldn't have happened. So Darren Hardy gave the example of somebody who lost their job. They got fired after 20 years. The company was cutting back. And sorry, kind of like in the movie The Internship with Vince Vaughn. Sorry, we're cutting back, don't need you anymore. And you go through that, boom. Who am I? What am I? Well, I'll show them I'm not worthless, kind of like Lincoln. I'll show them. Let's see. I'll show them. And then you come out better, stronger, more effective. And you say, well, if that didn't happen, so that's gratitude. That's the Darren Hardy. What are his exact words? The gratitude that you don't want to feel. Right. That SOB, I hate his guts, but I got to admit, because of that, this happened. And this is so much better than that. But I'm not going to, but I'm still going to brand him as an SOB. And so Darren Hardy says, yeah, well, maybe we should show gratitude for people like that. Everybody has one or more people in their lives that made things very tough. But Darren Hardy points out that we became better for it. We became better for what they did to us. Right. Right, you are. So, let me look at the worksheet again. Jeannie, you want to say anything about Charlene? Since we've got two of her biggest fans here, Matticus Von Atticus and Watnata Bevy. I think Wadabevi, were you there when Charlene got out of prison? Yes. Okay. Were you there when Jeannie got out? When Jeannie joined us, our merry band? I talked to her on the phone a bit too in prison. Yeah, I think so. Okay, good. Well, I know Jeannie helped her a lot. They were the dynamic duo here at Rain Man. And then she went forth to Amargosa, then back here, and then to Goldfield. So what am I doing today? Today, I kind of like to go for a breakfast. Just have a nice breakfast somewhere. And when I think of a nice breakfast somewhere, I think of Denny's. Why? Shout out to dads, not moms. Shout out to dads, not moms. Dad's American Diner. I think of Denny's. And it might just be because of the booths are so comfortable. Now, wouldn't that be an interesting way to promote your restaurant? Good food, great booths. Good food, great booths. Mm-hmm. To sit back, have breakfast before going to the 10 o'clock, going at 10 o'clock to be a volunteer at the place. What place? At the community Thanksgiving event. Hmm. Aha. What about that? What are you doing, Watnata Bevy? You have any things with your group of people? Are you working today? Is you working? Let's see, working out, then going to Golden Corral with friends because he said it is surprisingly good, especially the turkey. Hmm. Hmm. Aha. And so I think this is one of those, in closing, in our 2 minutes of closing, this is one of those podcasts where we're just here chatting, thinking about being we few, we happy few, we band of brothers, and those people who will watch this later. It kind of reminds me of Robert Frost's Tuft of Flowers, right? I don't know the guy that mowed the grass. I'm the guy who turns it. But I see there's a butterfly over there flying around, and he left that little tuft of grass there because there's a flower in it that the butterfly will fly around to. So we've got the people that are going to watch this later today, tomorrow, next week, next year, 10 years from now, a Brazilian year from now. That's 366 days. And we are here in it, in spirit, in communion with one another. It's separated by space and time. How about that? We are separated by space and time, but we are still together. We are home, but we're not home. There's a 12-hour meeting going on. I want to go for the 5 o'clock speaker. My family is planning on going to the Tonopah Community Center for Thanksgiving dinner today. Frank plans to go too. Good. Any chance Charlene might be going? Any chance of that? Okay, well, we are at time. everyone, Pax Mobispo, have peace. And yeah, let's go in peace to love and serve the Lord. And amen. Charlene is going to be there. Oh, no idea. Sorry. Okay, well, we're wishing our best for Charlene too. She's in our hearts as well. And cut, as is